Hi everybody and welcome to another Sims video. This is the Donut Shell Challenge, which was created by Lil Simsy on YouTube. I'll link her channel below, but if you watch Sims videos you probably know exactly who she is and what she is about. So as you can see from the beginning, it's quite a big build and there was like a hole out in the middle of the top floor, and so I'm just turning it into a courtyard area. Because I thought that was cute and I didn't know what else to do with it basically, and the idea is I'm going to fill it full of like plants. It's going to be like an inside garden, kind of inspired from like Greece kind of, that they used to have like interior courtyards and things that were Italy. I think it's actually Italian, not Greek. I don't know. And then downstairs there was this like really small box with a GameCube inside. Not quite sure what the GameCube is about, but I just put that to one side and I'll put it back in later. And I put the bath in the box because I could have made it into a really small bathroom, but I decided to make it into quite a big bathroom actually. There's going to be a shower in there as well, and it's just like a private bath time space. And there's going to be cozy lighting. And I spent quite a bit of time doing this. Like I think I properly finished the bathroom before I did anything else. Like normally I go and do like all the main furnishings and then go back and put details in. But I went all out on doing the bathroom first because I actually just didn't know what else to do in the build because it's such a big square. It's like, what do I do with all this space? So I'm just putting some nice lighting in, and there's going to be like a laundry room behind it. Yeah, I'm just concentrating on this and going like, well, what do I do with the rest of the house? Because with upstairs as well, the courtyard upstairs makes it really difficult with what are you going to do with that space? Like, where do you put the rooms? How are you going to get round? Are you going to make it like you'll have to walk through each other's bedrooms to get anywhere? And because I've made it a courtyard, I wanted to put windows all on the inside of the courtyard, and then it's like, well, you're going to see everything everywhere. And then the balcony as well is so awkward upstairs. So I'm just doing a little laundry room. So I thought it was quite nice. There's no windows in here, but it's just a laundry room, so I wasn't too bothered. And I'm really liking these, I think I would call them like farmhouse doors, I guess. I really like the colour of the door that I chose, which is kind of the basis of like the colour scheme that I did for this build. And here I was trying to do something funky. I wanted kind of like a sticky outfit in the kitchen that was going to be like a fire or something on the other side, and that the cabinets were going to go all around the edge, but then I was like, it's going to be too bulky and it's going to be really awkward to use that space. So I ended up just making it like a straight half wall there, and then I made like another wall. Like it's probably a bit of a weird kitchen, to be honest. And I really like these archways. I went on a bit of a hike with these archways. Like I literally put them everywhere. So here I decided to extend the balcony bit, and I added like an interior balcony which went out to the outside because the balcony was so narrow. It was like you couldn't really do anything with that space. And I didn't actually furnish that bit because if you wanted to download it from the gallery, you can find it on my profile. It's just Miss Alex Gracie. You can add like a bar or a piano or something and make it like an entertainment space, but like have however you want. Or you could make it like a garden or something, but I just left it blank because I didn't want to put too much stuff in it, basically. I already pretty much filled the downstairs and completely ruined the garden. Sorry about that. We'll cross that bridge when it gets to it, but yeah, just create a little foyer bit, like entranceway, and then I was trying to figure out how to do the outside that made it look relatively okay. I settled on just having the stone wall at the bottom and then like just normal plaster on the top, so it was like the top floor would have been an extension or something, I don't know. But I took a while trying to figure out the best colour scheme and the best way to do that, and then I had to change the fence so the fence fitted in a bit better. And then for this plot, I don't know why I picked this plot to place the build on, because I can never remember which way like the Sims start off at. Like, you know, there's normally like a definite entrance way where they, you know, get out of wherever they travel from and they go up the drive, and I was like, I can't remember where it is, and I think I just put it in the wrong place. But it's fine, it works, fine. And so here I was like, okay, I was designing this house in mind for a grandmother, mother and father, and 3 kids. And they're going to be quite young kids, so 2 children and 1 toddler, I think I made it, or did I make it 1 child and 2 toddlers? I can't remember. So I was going to make a kids' room, and I don't know, I had to make it so there was light, because otherwise it's going to be really dark, which means it had to be quite long. But then I was like, I don't have a dining room, so I had to empty out the kids' room. And then I added a dining room just in front of like the windows. It's not very big. It's quite compact, but I quite like it, to be honest. I quite like that dining room, and I think it's a nice view out of all the windows that you have there. And then I just piled all the kids' furniture back into that space, but now it's windowless. So I decided to add like a window that didn't have any glass, like from the, I think it's from Jungle Adventure, or the Jungle Adventure? Yeah, I think it's Jungle Adventure, where you go. The one where you went on holiday to the island, that one. So there's a window that goes out to the corridor, and that kind of lets more light in from the corridor. So I'm just making it nice and cozy for the kids. I really like using that. It's a side table, but it looks like a footstool. I really enjoy using that. I put it in everywhere. There's the window going in, and yeah, it looks kind of like bland without all the paintings and stuff. And then because it's Grandma, I've put in like lots of the nifty knitting things. Like, Grandma's moved in with the family, and they've decided to like dedicate a lot of the space for her to make her comfortable. Because, I mean, in my mind, she's in the mix, she's at the end of her life, and she wants to enjoy it and be surrounded with her grandchildren. So she's got the yellow, because yellow is a happy colour, and she's got a nice comfortable chair with all her artsy and crafty bits. And it's just out of the kids' room, so she can have the door open and watch her kids play, or like they can come out and see her. Very cute. And then I wanted, that little corner was really odd, and so I put the bamboo there because I didn't want to leave it empty. It was just a really odd space to fill, and I really like these hanging plants that came with the nifty knitting stuff. I'm literally obsessed with all of the stuff you can create with nifty knitting, like the little octopus and the little turtle. It's so cute. And then, yeah, see, upstairs is so awkward. I just didn't know what to do with the space. It's all of a difficult challenge. I think it took me, I think I was doing this over like the period of a week. I was really ill. I got really sick. And so it was taking me a long time to make and then edit this video. It took me ages because I wasn't well enough. But I've managed, and I'm better-ish now. So, yeah, it took me a while to do this build. I think there were bits where I had to, like, cut and paste. Like, it took me a long time. Thanks, Lil Simsy. I can't remember your real name right now. I do know it, but my brain is broken, and I'm sorry. And then I put just a little yoga stool there because the mother's all about wellness, and I mean the grandmother should be about wellness too because she should be at peace and calm and don't do anything stressful. And then I was going and putting in artwork and filling all the blank spaces on the walls because I hate blank walls. I literally have a thing about blank walls. I can't stand it. I don't know. I just need to fill everything on the wall. I can't do it. Has to be filled with something. And I always find lighting really hard in The Sims. There's never the right, all the lights are too bright, or I want them to have the option of ceiling lights, but I want them to use the lamps. Me and lighting have a difficult relationship in The Sims. And then I've just created this little seating area where you look out into the garden from the kitchen, and here I'm creating the office. This is another kind of awkward corner to do because of the way Little Simsie has built it. There's just a sticky outy bit of the bottom floor. And so I made it into another external little courtyard thing that moves into an office that's separate from the house. So the parent, I guess one of the adults can work in the office during the day if they're at home looking after kids and something. I don't know. So I just think it's nice to have an office that's kind of separate from the rest of the house. It gives you that separation from work life and home life, but it's not too far to get to work. You just gotta roll down the stairs with a cup of coffee and just sit. It's the ideal life, isn't it? And I really like the wallpaper in there. It's from the Realm of Magic. I really like it. It's my favourite wallpaper in The Sims. So I'm just going around and putting little decorations downstairs because I am procrastinating and I don't know what to do with the upstairs. It's so difficult now that I've made it into an internal courtyard, and I'm kind of thinking, well, what else could I have done with that space to make it a bit easier for myself? I don't know whether I could have had it into an outdoor bedroom or a bedroom with a glass ceiling, but then I wouldn't have been able to I don't know, maybe I should have made it into a glass roofed bedroom or something, or maybe an observatory. That could have been cool, because there's a telescope, isn't there? It could have been an observatory. That would have been actually really cool. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't do that now. Oh well, what's done is done. I'm just adding the cute little plants. I love putting the plants on the windowsills of these eco-lifestyle windows. I like how they stick out, and I really like decorating them. It's a shame that not all of the plants work though, but take what you can get, I guess. I was kind of worried that the eco-lifestyle windows wouldn't really suit what I'm trying to go for. I think I tried to stick to mostly eco-lifestyle and spa day stuff for the windows. I don't know. Now we're doing the upstairs, so I've added a little pocket to the courtyard to meet the stairs, just because that was such an awkward space as well between the courtyard and the stairs. And then I've made grandma's room, and there's going to be the parents' bedroom, and there's a kid's bedroom, and then a toddler's bedroom. And it is 2 toddlers, because there's 2 beds in the toddler room and 1 bed in the kid's bedroom. And I've made it so they can walk all the way around. So they're not you have to go through all the rooms to get to the other rooms. Basically, it's not intrusive. So this is a new thing that I've done that I've never done before. I've put the open wardrobe on top of the dresser, which I think works quite well. I think. I don't know. I just thought there was no space for an actual wardrobe and a dresser, but the grandmother would still need like clothes, so I thought that would be a good bet. And it was really difficult to find curtains to fit over these eco lifestyle windows. I don't know, like I couldn't find anything that I liked that worked. So I kept going for the same curtains, which I think were from Seasons, which is fine, I guess. But they're really long, and I didn't want long curtains because it intersects with all the other items. Oh, finding a window here was awful. Like it was so awkward because it clipped over the roof. Ugh. But I managed. So I've put a little desk in here with the adults' room, a walk-in wardrobe, and an ensuite bathroom. And there's an ensuite bathroom in the grandmother's room as well. So the kids have to go downstairs to that big bathroom downstairs if they want to have a shower or bath or something. Or I guess they could just use the ensuites in their parents' or grandma's room. Adding a little laundry basket, and I put a little guitar in there with the adults. So here I wasn't sure whether I should have another bathroom and a shared kids room that's shared like a child and a toddler, or have a child's room and toddler's room. I ended up going with a child's room and then a toddler's room, and then the child has like a toilet and sink to themselves, and I filled it with all these cute little decorations, and it's honestly a room that I probably would have really enjoyed as a child. Like, it's got my own little desk, I've got my own like wall space filled with like little lights and full of all my things I like to look at, and it's my own space, I don't have to share with anybody. And I wanted to put this pumpkin somewhere, but it wouldn't work, and I was very upset about it. So I ended up going for like pictures and books and a cat. And I mean, I don't think the rug that I put in here really works, but I kind of like it. I think it's like what a kid would like choose. Like, they don't necessarily choose things that go well together, they just choose things that they like. And I like that rug, and so I put it there. Yeah, this window was just awkward in the adults' room. I don't know what to do with it, and it just wouldn't. I find putting curtains, placing them really hard to do because they don't ever go where I want them to go, and you can't like raise them up or move objects with them, which is awfully irritating. So at this point in my mind I was like, okay, the kid can be a boy, and then there can be two girl toddlers. So I've made it so the two toddlers share a room, and they've got basically identical things, just in different colours. So one of them has pink fluffy unicorns, and one of them is about like oranges and bunny rabbits and things that are autumnal, and the other one is in magical fairyland. Just adding some nice lights and furnishing, flooring, the walls, you know, basic bits and bobs here. And then I was like, well, what do I do with this little pocket that I've made? And I tried to put a bench there, but then I realised I'd already put a bench underneath the tree, and so I changed it to be a fountain in the pocket bit. And here I'm just putting in lots of like plants and filling it up, filling the space to make it a nice, comfortable courtyard to walk around and chill in. I don't know, I feel kind of disappointed with it. I mean, I don't think it's my favourite build I've ever done, but I was sick, first of all, and it was kind of hard to do. I don't know whether my brain was just struggling because I was so unwell. But there we are. I builded it, and I made it. I haven't put out the Sims video for a while. I tried to do well, I didn't try it. I succeeded and filmed a video where I made Animal Crossing houses in The Sims, but it's been quite difficult to edit. Like, I want to move the footage onto my PC, but I can't, and then it's just been a whole nightmare. So I ended up recording this one instead, thinking it would be easier, but it isn't. So there we are. I'll try and get the other video out, but if not, I'll probably try and maybe just do a stream of me making Animal Crossing houses in Sims. I don't know, that seems the most reasonable, I guess. I don't really know, because I enjoyed doing that video. It was really interesting, and I enjoy doing shell challenges. So I've moved onto the outside now. I'm just trying to work out how to get it. So you see what I mean by this plot? I don't know whether they enter from like where those two posts are or the other side, and I assume because there's two posts there that would be like the entrance, but I think when I played the lot they all arrived on the other side. So here are the final pictures. It was raining. It's always raining when I try and do these, and so then I had to just like wait for ages until it was not raining anymore, but I still think it was like it rained again while I was touring the house. I don't know, it always rains. It's like it's in the UK. Why does it always rain? So here's the little what's it called? Foyer bit, entranceway, big fancy castle. The office, that's like not really part of the house, but it is part of the house. Nice separate space. And a nice outdoor courtyard. So you look into the kids' room, you walk into the lounge, you've got a nice roaring fire, you've got a little crafting table with all the knitting stuff for Grandma, all the cute things. It's adorable. We love it. I really like the living room, to be honest. I think it's nice and cozy and a nice creative space, which is something I would have really enjoyed. I would have loved to have all my craft stuff like out on display, but I had to tidy it all away. So this is my bathroom. This was the first thing I built. There are lots of plants like clipping around this build that I should go and fix, really. Oh, little glitch. And then this is the kitchen. It's quite a big kitchen. I would also love a kitchen like this. I love having big kitchens, so there's lots of space to move around and you don't like bump into each other. And then here we have the laundry room with all of the bits and bobs you would ever need to do laundry. I think the laundry room's kind of in an inconvenient place because it's kind of like the other side of the stairs where you'd go and put your clothes away. But that's fine. So here's the little like reading corner where you look out into the garden. Obviously it's raining again, but hopefully it'll be sunny most of the time. The dining room, it's very snug, but I quite like a snug dining room. Like, I wouldn't want a big like dining hall. And then there's a cat tree in the corner for the pussycat because I thought they would have a cat. And here is the kids' room, and I quite like the kids' room. It's nice and green and neutral, and there's plenty of space for them to like play. And then if you want to sit and watch the kids, you can also watch the TV while they're playing with their bear or something. And yeah, I really like the living room. I like yellow. It's happy. It makes you happy. Oh, upstairs. Ugh. So I'm still getting used to the controls of moving around a house with these controls. Oh, I need to sort out those pictures. They're clipping into the ceiling. So this is the toddler's bedroom. I think it's quite nice. I'm sure they'll be happy sharing a room together. It's nicely divided between the two girls with the colours. So this is Grandma's room. Yellow again to make it all nice and happy, with the pots on the windowsill and the hanging plants and the rocking chair. And this is her own private ensuite bathroom. It looks a bit gloomy, to be honest. I might change the wallpaper tiles to make it a little bit brighter, because it just looks a bit depressing. I'm not sure that sink really fits in. And then, see, I've left this huge corridor space. But like I said, you can make it into like a party space or a performance space or whatever you want it to be. And then this is the interior courtyard space. So I could put a nice fountain there with some trees, and like lots of just greenery in here, just to make it a nice space. And I guess if you wanted to make it more eco-lifestyle-y, you could put like water generators in there or something if you wanted to do that. And then we have the mother and father's bedroom with a nice little desk in there and a little bookshelf. Got a guitar with the walk-in wardrobe and their own bathroom, which is kind of small compared to all the other bathrooms. But they'll just have to deal with it. The walls kept glitching here. I don't know whether that was just me or like it doesn't really work properly if the room is that small. But I was trying to get a really nice like shot, but oh well. I don't think it really worked. I don't know. You can tell me. And I really like these pictures that I've used. I love the set of 4 images. And then this is the child's bedroom with all the pictures and the awards. I think this is a very high achieving student here with his desk and his poster, and then he's got his own toilet there. So a nice big balcony space overlooks the swimming pool. I decided to put like a big deck with a swimming pool in it because it was a big plot, and it probably could have been put on a smaller plot. But oh, the child just passed out. Okay. Yeah, it probably could have been on a smaller plot, but it didn't end up on a smaller plot. So I felt like I had to fill the garden, and I'm not good at the garden. I'm sorry in advance. But it's just a nice swimming pool, and it's nice. It's a nice house, you know. What more could you ever want in a place? You've got all the things you would need for your children. Got a nice place to relax. Got a nice place to do knitting, and then I would call that space kind of like the back garden. And then where the beehive is and all these gardening spaces, the front garden. So there's like a kid's garden where it's all like sort of toys and play equipment, and then an adult garden where you can do like your gardening, and you could put like a few chairs out here and have like a barbecue if you wanted. But I put the barbecue around the back actually. But yeah, so this is my build of the donut shell challenge with a nice fountain at the front. And this is the family that I have made for this build. So I just randomised the names. You can change them if you like, but if you just wanted the family to put in this build, this is Grandma. She's pretty cool. She's very nifty knitting vibes. This is the dad, who is, I kind of imagine as a businessman. The mum, who is just all about that mum life. A creative child. A caring child, and an angel toddler. Oh, I meant toddler for that one. And then here is their cat, Oreo. I feel like every time I generate a name for a pet, it's Oreo. But that is the challenge. I consider that completed. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, want to see more from me, please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!